The term database-driven web application came from recognizing, as I built more and more things for more and more people, that the data storage, the database, how it was configured, what it was doing, was the majority of the application. Like, that's where the complexity lied, and everything else was interacting with that database to do its job. We're building web applications that are almost always sitting on top of a data-centric problem and are solving data-centric problems. So one of them is a client that we have that does uses machine learning to do automated horse race betting. And in order to get all the data he needs and to process those bets, there's a ton of interactions that need to happen with remote servers that are, basically the tote systems that run paramutual betting between racetracks. And so he was able to do the programming that he needed to do for the database model, but when it came to all the other data that would have to be wrangled in order to get him what he needed and interact with those systems and keep them up to date, that was just not something that he had the time or the inclination to do. So it's a data problem. I mean, we built a web application, it has a user interface to it, but the user interface is probably 10% of the entire application. I mean, almost everything that app does of significance is all happening just at the server to server level and then internal database level. We have one project going right now for a client who does they inspect windmills, big power windmills with drones. And that is all about getting the right data onto the drone so that it knows where to fly and doesn't crash and actually goes to the right windmill. And then once it's taken all those pictures, getting all those pictures and those metadata up to the cloud and then processed through the machine learning pipeline to actually pull the data from those images and do, turn it into useful business information for the client. And that's the power of software. The power of software is to be able to take very different kinds of problems and solve them with the same tools, even though by the time you're done, the tool or the software that you've built looks very different than the other piece of software that you built.